What is up, guys? Welcome back to DamnGoodCooking.com. It's your boy Dave, and today we're cooking down in the man cave kitchen. Told you guys we moved, we just got a nice beautiful home, just redid the man cave, and if you're curious to see what it looks like, we put a lot of work into it. I'll put a link in the description. Better yet, I'll put a little pop-up right here or right here. It should be popping up right about now. Make sure you check that video out and let me know what you think. Anyway, today we're gonna make something fascinating, some sliders. That's right, your boy's gonna show you how to hook up some sliders the right way. Now you go out sometimes, or you see someone that tries to hook up some sliders, and when I say try, they don't do it the right way. They add too many toppings. When you get a slider, it needs to be quick, simple, easy. None of this commercialized stuff. No tomatoes, you can throw the pickles on there, but no green peppers or garlic. That's not a slider. A slider is something quick, simple, and easy, and we're going to do it today with just 3 different things. We're going to have our slider buns, we're going to have our hamburger, we're going to have some onions. Simple, easy. I'm not a fan of commercialized sliders, except for one place, I must say, White Castles. I like me some White Castles. That's an understatement. But yet, I love me some White Castles. Now, when we were living down south, they had this other place. It was kind of a knockoff White Castle. It was called Crystals. Wasn't a fan of Crystals. White Castles was more like your Nike brand of burgers. Crystals was more like a Payless shoe with a Nike symbol drawn on there. Man, I don't want to disappoint you Crystal fans. I know it was more for the cheese and things like that. The boy's not a huge fan of cheese. Lactose intolerant, so I tend to stay away from it. Maybe I'm discriminating with Crystals because of the cheese. But at any rate, I'm going to show you how to make some sliders. Quick, simple, easy. Needs to be messy, needs to be greasy, doesn't need to be perfect. We don't need perfect circles or anything like that. We're not going to do that. I'm going to show you. Here we go. Now you're probably going to notice a few other things on the stove there because I'm going to be cooking something for Michelle. Of course, she doesn't eat meat or anything like that, so hers is going to be a little bit different. So you might see some other things on that. Ignore the food behind the curtain once that gets started. I got some Kirkland brand from Costco's ground beef. Love this stuff. 85% lean, 15% fat. So you're only going to lose about 15% of it once you pop it on your skillet. It's going to shrink. Then I got my slider buns. Found these guys. This is perfect. They actually have them and rich honey. They had the plain ones and they also had the wheat. Thought rich honey would do the trick. It would be great. Here's my little ghetto knife I'm going to use to open this. And then of course I'm going to have some fries on the side, so I'm going to go with the waffle fries. So one of the first things we want to do is roll your burgers up into little balls. We're going to cut up some onions and we're just going to cut them stringy. You want to do some stringy onions on here. Roll your burgers up into little balls and we're just simply going to mash them on your skillet. Now what do we have here? We have a total of 6, 12. We have a total of 12 sliders, so I want to try to make 12 balls out of this if I can. 21.44 ounces, so 1.34 pounds. We're going to see what we can get out of that. We're going to roll up little balls to fit these, and you want to make sure your burger to bun ratio works out great. One thing I hate is when you get a burger and it's just all bun, and then you want to get a burger and it's just all burger and no buns. We want to try to make it right, so if we don't get 12 that's going to fit perfect with this, we'll just kind of ignore it. We'll go with the flow. So let's go ahead and roll this up and string out some onions. Okay, quick, simple, easy. Take little thin slices. Then once you cut them out, just cut them in half. This is what you want to end up with because this is going to work perfect with the recipe. I'm going to show you how we're going to incorporate these halves into the burger balls. The balls of burger. Speaking of balls, great balls of burger, it's time to get on to that part. Worked out perfect. So let's get this over to the skillet. You want to get your skillet on medium high. Of course, while I was making it, I already had it heating up. I told you this before in another video. Try not to get water in your skillet when you're heating it up. You get this little pop effect. It won't feel good. When your skillet heats up, you just want to grab a burger ball. Just drop it right on there. It's like little meatballs on a skillet. So this is all we're going to do. We're just simply going to place the little burger balls on the skillet. And this is what's going to get us our perfect sliders. Now, the one thing I didn't really account for was the size of the skillet and how many sliders I'm putting on there, so I may have to take a few off. I don't know yet. To make sure this goes right the first go round, I'm just going to pull 2 off. I'm just going to take 2 of these guys off, kind of space them around, and hopefully that works out. We'll see. Maybe 1 more off. How about that? So that's what it should look like. Then we're going to take our onion halves, just like this, and just simply push it right into the slider. Just take it, push it down right in there, just like that. Grab your spatula while it's cooking in, and let's go ahead and mash it down. Once you get your patties mashed down, it's safe for seasoning. If you want to throw some salt, pepper, or in my case, the adobo, sprinkle a little bit on top of there, that's perfectly fine. You're going to let this sit on this side for a couple minutes, then we're going to flip these guys over, let it sit for 5 minutes, then it's time for some sliders. Go ahead and flip these guys over. And if you got room for the others, you might as well go ahead and drop those in there, try to get them all ready at the same time. Or if you didn't put them in the skillet, didn't touch the skillet, then you're safe to go ahead and wrap those guys up, put them in the refrigerator. Almost there. I got my extra burgers on there. I already flipped those guys over. These here, left them for 5 minutes, flipped them back over. You want to make sure those onions are nice and soft. Kind of move them around the skillet a little bit. Of course, the center of my skillet cooks a little bit harder, so you can see this is a little bit darker. But these guys over here are pretty much ready to go. I'm gonna let this sit for another minute, flip it, and it's time to eat. We got 4 of them ready. Squirt on a little bit of mustard. You can also put, if you have like a flat skillet and not a lot of oil left in there, you could do a separate skillet, just spray something on there. You can also toast your buns a little bit, go for that effect. So just throwing on a little ketchup, mustard. You want to really pimp out your burger. Put a couple dabs of nice hot sauce on there. And there you have it. Perfect homemade sliders, quick, simple, easy recipe. Also, I got some sliders for tomorrow, and nothing like homemade sliders because you don't have to worry about them being attached to the bun. You put them in a microwave, your bun gets soggy or hard or anything like that. Just stick those guys in, a couple dabs of water, throw them on a fresh bun, ready to rock and roll. So there you have it, ketchup and mustard. Onions are integrated inside the burger there. I'm ready to bash. Also, we got some salad on the side. Take a look at that. Michelle really hooks these salads up. I don't ever want to hear her say, hey, I want to go get a Wendy's salad or something. I mean, that looks damn good. That's a damn good salad right there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's your boy Dave signing out. Damn good cooking. Until next time, peace.